Welcome to Blended Healing. Welcome to Blended Healing. Today is the first class that I'm doing since my hiatus. And tonight we're going to be going over Candle Magic 101. So this is researched information. So before we even start the class, let me run my copyright disclaimer. So welcome. So tonight we're going to go over Candle Magic. For those who are coming in, let me introduce you to Blended Healing. Thank you so much for coming. We're going to start this out in Blended Healing way. Father God, Mother God, all that is in you is in me. I want to thank you so much for everything that you have done, everything that you're doing, and everything that you're about to do. I ask you to allow me to decrease as you increase and help the material that was researched to hit home for those who really want to know the subject about Candle Magic 101. I thank you so much. So thank you again for coming. And for those who will be reviewing the replay, I hope that this is good content for you. So I'm not going to go into it real deep. I'm giving you a 101. So that is a beginner's touching on the subject. It's just enough to wet your whistle if you would like to pursue this deeper. There are several books out there about candles in regards to size, width, materials used, conjure oils, powders, actual herbs that you can utilize, different ways on how you're supposed to set up, cleaning your space, so on and so forth. So with that being said, let's get to it, okay? So Candle Magic 101. So when it comes to candle magic, The basic rules of the spell, the candle spells that could be modified to meet any of your goals or any of your intentions that you set forth. So once you understand these basic rules, you'll understand that you can add them into regular crafting, or a candle as a tool for communicating with spirits. Salute thee, E. Nicole. Salute Shank. Thanks for stopping by. So, with that being said, you need to place all of your goals and your intention into the candle. Then, while you burn it, your intentions will be carried to your spirits, meaning that could be your ancestors, the divine, if you're calling in angels, whoever you're calling in, because I don't go into all of that other kind of stuff. It's not my thing. But what I do say about the other side, it's better to know about the other side so that way you see what's coming. So you're not, caught off guard. Ashe, thank you guys so much for coming through. I appreciate you. So that's pretty much the basics of it. It's all about intention. When you're talking about any type of practice, hey, Miss Kylie, how are you, boo? If you're talking about any type of practice when it comes to magic, okay, what it is that it's all about intention. Everything that you use are just simply tools. They're just simply tools. Candle are tools. It just helps you to magnify your intention, having something that you can focus on while you're using it to connect to the people across the other side of the veil, or your ore, which is your higher self. All of those things. So let's move forward a little bit. So when you select your candles, like I told you, they all come in different sizes, widths, colors. Colors mean something. As you will get down into it further, you notice that white candles are universal. It's always bringing in good energy when you use white candles. I just want you to be very familiar with that. So for a basic spell or candle spell, you can use a pillar candle that can burn for a few hours. I myself, in my in my shop, the House of Healing, what I do is I use 7-day candles. I dress 7-day candles, the glass candles. You should use a candle that is made out of natural wax, unscented. And like I was telling you, there's different colors for different things that you can utilize to speed up a process, so to speak. So here in this case, I'm going to show you how you can select your candle. We're going to talk about that. So the next step is you're going to identify the candle as a tool for your spiritual goals and to attract positive energy through consecrating or dressing the candle. I'm going to stop right there. When they talk about consecrating your candle, there's several different ways that you do it. I'm going to tell you how I consecrate mine. I consecrate my candle by, of course, I utilize holy oil on mine. I sit at my table. I have cleansed my space. I'm already concentrated on what I want to do. I have said my prayers. I have meditated. over my space and over the things that I'm trying to achieve, either for myself or for a client. So when I consecrate my candle, of course, I sage my space out to get rid of any negative energy. I also sage my candle and its base. So what I do is I sage the outside. Now there's a difference. I don't know if a lot of people know about this, but I'm going to tell you. There's two ways to do things. It depends what type of candle that you're using. If you're using it to bring something forward to you, then you always want to go around the candle clockwise. Clockwise. Okay? If you want to remove something from you, you go counterclockwise. And not only you do that in candles, but and for other things that we may be covering later on in teachings. Okay? So I use sage on the outside of my candles. I turn the candle upside down as I'm saying my prayer and putting my intention in. I let the sage go up inside of the candle. Then I rub holy oil around my candle base, going in a clockwise direction, as well as the top. So I do that. When it comes to just like it says, you could choose your own spiritual oil. That's my preference. But you can also use olive oil or canola oil. And you have to be very specific on what blend you want to use related to your goals. So in my shop, I do have different blends of oils for certain things that I have created out of herbs and flowers and different powders that I utilize. If you want a spell to negate or repel something, run your finger away from the base of the tip to the tip. If you want to attract something, you do it the opposite way, from the tip to the base. Okay? Use this to say a prayer over your candle. And you can also roll your candle in a spiritual powder or herbs. Now that you have consecrated your candle and your intention is set, now you can enhance your goals by carving into the candle itself. You can write from the to the base. You can write your name or the name of a person you want the candle to target if it's for another person. Like I said, this is clear intentions. This is not for negative energy. I do not work in negative energy. I do not condone negative energy. I cannot condone any type of maleficent energy in anything that I do. And I suggest that you do the same. And we'll be going over things called taboo, where I will be telling you why you should not be doing that at all. So you can load your candle up by carving a hole into the candle and filling it with powders and herbs related to your goals. Once that is done, you can seal it with the wax. You put the wax back on it and charge your candle with spiritual energy. You pray over the candle with your desires and your faith in the spirit. You keep your intentions clear and intense. Once you're satisfied, you can tap the candle 3 times on the table to seal your intentions, which shows you that this is in the spirit of the trilogy: Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Ashe. What I would like to imagine is, like I told you, I would like you to see, feel it, and imagine your work. Don't think of it as a work that is going to happen. Think of it as a work that already happened. That's pure intention. It goes like that for anything that you're conjuring at, at any level. It's all about intention. I can't say that any clearer than that. So you want to, in this case, showing you one on one, you could cup your hands around the candle and imagine the heat and the light of the flame as your own power of your intention. So you can feel, see, and imagine that. You can also, excuse me, say a prayer or a chant related to your goals. Your spirit will tell you once you've completed the ritual. It's best to let the candle burn out on its own for safety. I always tell people, snuff out the candle when you're leaving your home. Some people don't do that. Some people prefer to just let it rock out. I'm not one of those people because I have animals and I'm afraid that if I leave something lit in my home, you never know. You don't want to take that chance. So, how do you can use the disposal of the candle to further express your goals? If you did a candle for business success, you can bury it outside of your business or dispose of it at your job. You can put it in the trash can at your job. If the goal was to repel something, throw the candle into running water so it flows away from you. If the spell is to weaken something, bury it in the west as the sun sets. You can also save the wax to reuse for another spell. Let's continue. We're now going to go over the different types of candles. There are many different types of candles that are used for specific purposes. Buying a pre-made candle is an easy way to meet a specific goal. You can get those type of candles in I've even seen them in the supermarket. I've seen pre-made candles with intentions on the front already in the grocery store. I've seen them at the botanicas. So there's different places where you can go, or you can craft your own. But it's whatever your preference is. My preference is always to create my own because I know the intentions that are going in it. And I also instruct if I have a client that wants to come in and do their own candle, I also instruct them on how to make their own candles as well. And I give them the oils or whatever they need for specific goals. Okay. So make sure when you buy them, make sure that you buy them from actual practitioners because practitioners usually use natural waxes and herbs. Let's continue. It looks like I done scared everybody off. Don't be scared. This is okay. Because people don't realize that the candles that they use, they don't realize that they can serve another purpose. So that's what I want you to know, that it does serve another purpose. Um, we use candles for lighting on a birthday cake. People don't realize that that's a ritual. Is it? Yeah, it is. It's a ritual. What you're doing is you're bringing good luck, and you're wishing them well on their new chapter in their life. It's a ritual. The number of candles represents the number of blessings that this person has. Okay? You're giving them luck. It's a ritual. When you're lighting a scented candle at home, you're bringing in the aromatherapy. And a lot of people don't realize that they're using their candle for bringing in something, an energy into their home, whether it's the smell of vanilla or the smell of cinnamon. All of these different scents play a role that you really just look into. You have no idea what vanilla can bring. Cinnamon itself is to bring love into your home and wealth into your home. And it's also used to quicken something. So if you're creating a candle or something, it helps to quicken it. So now let's go into the uncrossing candle. This candle is used to remove negativity and break harmful bonds. So, say for instance, somebody is wishing you evil, right? You would get an uncrossing candle in order to undo that. So, such as, and even for yourself, it can break harmful bonds that you have connected, like a connection. It can also help you with guilt, bad habits, or bad relationships. They always tell you to set your intention, even though you got it from a store. You still need to cleanse it and consecrate it. You still need to do that. You still need to make sure that you have that intention with it and you have a connection with it. When you are holding a candle that has already been used, it's so important that when you buy it from a store, that candle is cleansed, because many people touch that thing. Okay? So in this case, it's telling you that you pass the candle over your body and under your feet before burning it to ensure all bonds are broken. What you can do to enhance your candle um, is that you can add a little bit of rosemary, because some of these things you already have in your kitchen. So you can add a little rosemary to it and a little bit of lemon, like lemon peel, to enhance the power of your intention. Oh, and if you notice, this candle is purple. It's purple. Purple representing power in this case. The next candle we'll be talking about is the tranquility candle. The tranquility candle, if you notice, it is yellow. Yellow is for peace. It's for bringing calmness into your home. It's happy. Yellow, when you think of yellow, you think happy. You think good things. So you would use the color yellow for any type of tranquility candle. And that's used to bring in peace, both internally and externally. It can help you deal with the conflicts in your home or to calm your mind down. So if you're dealing with some old crazy things, or people are a little crazy around you, you can write names of everybody in your home on that paper and the problems that you're having on a piece of paper and place that paper under the candle. Whatever your intention is, not only do you speak it when you do it, but the other alternative that you can use is to write your petition on paper and place it under the candle. And then what you do is you burn the candle each day and watch your troubles go away. That's the intention. Hey, Goon. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. And so you could do that. So in order to enhance this, you can add some chamomile to it, rose, lemongrass, all of that to enhance the power of your candle, to increase it. There's another thing that you need to know that I almost forgot to tell you. What you also need to know is that when you are done dressing your candle or blessing your candle, even though you are setting the intention in your mind, what you really need to do is also speak directly into the candle. So you would lean the candle and lean over the candle before you light it and tell the candle what you want it to do, what the intention is, why are they burning, why. So you let them know that. So now we're moving on to the next type of candle. Goon, I think I scared people away, Goon. I think they came in here and was like, ooh wee. So the next candle that I have coming up is a house candle. This is my own creation that you see here. It's a house candle. So in that house candle is to bring protection and positivity to your home. These candles help protect the people in your home and ward off any type of harm and negativity. And if you want to enhance the power of this, then what you would do is you could add a little dill to it, some lavender to it, or oregano. All right, for extra power. But in my candles, I utilize other things such as I use charms. I use a lot of things. I'm not going to get into all of that, but I do use other things in my candle. So the next candle that I want to go over to you is a come to me candle. Now, when it comes to love, I'm just going to throw it out there. It is never, ever, ever, ever a good idea to try to cast a love spell on anybody. Now, this is the reason I'm going to tell you why. First of all, it's against their will. Second of all, it will backfire on you. So you never specifically try to cast a spell to tie somebody else to you. Trust me, I've seen this in action. I've seen this happen to a person. And what ended up happening is that they thought they caught the love of their life. They thought that they were bonded to somebody that they really, really love. And to come to find out it was not done in the right way. Number one, was not done in the right way. And now they are bonded together and they don't need to be together. Excuse me, I didn't turn my phone off. I'll call you right back. So, I apologize. So you never do that. Ever, 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 ever. I mean, I can get into a deeper, like I've seen some shit. Like you really, really don't want to do that. So what you want to do is a general candle. You want to do a general candle that attracts love into your life. That attracts love. You want a significant other. You want somebody to come to you. You're open for love. You open up your heart. That's what a come to me candle can be for. So when you're burning this type of candle, it helps you tap into your sensuality. Okay? So, and it also can help reinvigorate an existing relationship. So if you want to enhance the candle's power, you can add certain things to it like rose hips. You can crinkle up some rose petals. I always say try to get organic things. Never get anything that's manufactured but organic, because it's actually from the earth, from Mother Gaia, and you're actually drying them, or you already bought them dried. But please make sure that they are organic, okay? So you don't have any pesticides or any of that other stuff in there. So you can use rosebuds, violets, vervain, passion flower, damiana, orris, juniper berries, yarrow, cleavers, and catnip to add more power to your candle. Yes, catnip attracts. But be careful. Some of these things, like I know for sure, if you are pregnant, there's certain things that you're not supposed to handle. Like, say, for instance, I know if you are a pregnant person, you are not to touch yarrow because it does something to your body. So make sure, we already know that roses are very universal, and of course everybody can touch it. But if it comes into all of these different types of herbs, please do your research to see if it's okay for you to a child to be around, or a pregnant person. Okay. And there's also other interactions when it comes to different herbs with medications. But I did do if you go back into my channel, I actually have a thing on magical herbs, and in there I do talk about those types of herbs and stuff. Okay, so go back and review, because I did list it out for you. So that's half the battle right there. So that covers the come to be candle. The next candle that we're going to talk about is called the Crown of Glory candle. It helps you stand in your truth and your true glory, and it helps you to achieve success and victory. It's used when you need a boost of faith in yourself, or when you're working to overcome any type of obstacles that are in your way. So it sounds like it's a blend of different types of energies. So it helps you with success. We know that there's a candle for that. Usually it's generally green. Then we have another one. This in this case is gold. It looks yellow, but it's supposed to be gold. So then it helps you to overcome different obstacles. That seems like to be a road opener. Okay. But to enhance this type of candle, you can add lavender, calendula, cinnamon, clove, ginger, cardamom. Okay, for extra power in this. Let's go to the next candle. I'm not trying to keep y'all long tonight. Just giving some information, But it looks like I'm scared, everybody. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. This is good. So now we're going to touch on some things that a lot of people don't jump on this candle, okay, y'all? I know you want to, okay? But it's called Stop the Gossip candle. It's used to still loose lips, stop people from spreading rumors about you, and heal the harm done through gossip. You burn it if you have a hunch that someone is talking about you. And if you have a specific person to blame, then you could target them by carving their name into the candle. So this is what I'm thinking. Use your discernment. Because if you do this, this is my warning when it comes to stuff like this. A, make sure that you're operating in white light energy. B, never do it on mad day. Because every time when you're mad and you're trying to do some work, and you're trying to, hey, boo, and you're trying to enhance whatever you're doing, you never do when you're angry. You have to be peaceful. You have to be in your right mind when you're doing stuff. Also remember that if you do something towards somebody that has not warranted or has not done anything wrong to you, and if you do not know this for sure, this can turn around and affect you. Okay? You will get karma from this. So I'm giving you a heads up, and I'm giving you a warning. If you're doing this not with good intentions, this will come back to you. But I do have to show you so you do know what, if you know what I'm saying. It's always good to be ready so you don't have to get ready. All right. Welcome. I'm so glad you came up, King Twin. I done scared everybody away. Everybody's scared. They looking at candles. They thinking voodoo. And ain't no voodoo in this. This is just simply using what you have. All right. The next thing I want to talk about is High John. I know that a lot of people have heard about this herb, High John. It's very masculine. It's definitely a masculine herb. And you can, what they did is they created it to talk about itself. Like, it's a herb, but it's also, you can also use it for candles. So this is when you want to call upon the masculine power of High John the Conqueror. So you use this type of herb when you want to enhance your stamina. It doesn't matter if you're a man or woman. It's just that when it comes to action, it's usually a divine masculine energy. It's a masculine energy when it comes to action. Feminine energy more seems more to be well, how can I say it? Nurturing, loving, caring. Not saying masculines aren't that way, but usually when you look at something masculine, it's always some type of an action. So when you're doing that with the High John candle, it helps you to overcome obstacles and are great in rituals when they require discipline and focus. High John, the conqueror root, is an incredibly sacred herb in hoodoo. Hoodoo is not voodoo. Hoodoo is an African American practice. Look it up for yourself. So make sure to handle this candle with spells and spells with respect and reverence. Ashe. The next candle I'll be talking about, excuse me, sorry about that, is one of the most well-known candles, and that's the money drawer. This happens to be my candle I'm featuring and what I put together and how I dressed it. This is a 7-day candle that I created on my own. The money drawer, of course, is to help attract money to yourself, your business, or your home. If you have a specific monetary goal, write it along with your profession or on a piece of paper and place it under the candle as you burn it. To enhance that, you can use allspice, berries, basil, cinnamon, cloves, ginger, nutmeg, thyme to add more power to your candle. I am not going to tell you it's in my candle, but I will tell you that cinnamon is in it. Because you can see from my candle, I got crystals in there and some other things. You know what I'm saying? So it's an excellent candle. And a lot of people, it is like a number one drawer because people want to draw that money. But I do want to tell you to be realistic. When you're writing down a dollar amount that you want, be realistic in it. Don't say that I want $1 million by tomorrow or on so-and-so day in 2024. And come on now, be realistic with yourself. Be realistic. Meet the Holy Spirit and divine halfway. The next candle that's also green is lucky. So you can also use a good luck candle to bring luck to you. Okay, so whether it's success, whether it's love, whether it's something, you want to be lucky. So you want to attract all the good luck in all things that you do. So it's usually good to use it before you have a big event or an audition or a test, or if you're looking for a lucky break, you use a lucky candle. To enhance it, you can add sage to it, aloe vera. Yeah, aloe vera. I put basil, but it's basil. I apologize because basil is known for luck. Rosemary, chamomile, or you can add that can add more power to your candle. The next candle that we'll be talking about is the reversal candle. Now we're digging in the trenches. A reversing candle is known as a return to sender candle. As you know it, they are used with two colors, red and black. They are meant to reflect any negative energy that's being sent to you. They aren't necessarily curses, but if someone has cursed you, this candle will make sure that the person targeting you falls victim to their own attacks. So that's what a reversal is. So whatever they're trying to point at you is going to go back to them tenfold. Okay? So it's to repel and send back the negative energy. So what you do is you strengthen this candle spell by burning it on top of their picture. You can do that, but I prefer if you just set your intention. It's just my preference, but everybody's different, you know? Again, here's the warning. If it is not warranted and they have not sent anything to it and it's just an illusion in your mind, you will be the one receiving the tenfold. Okay? It's almost like you're going to get it right back. So make sure and be very clear that somebody is targeting you. Okay? Red is for action. Red is for power. Red is for that. Black is protection. Okay? All right, let's go to the next one. The next one is a spiritual cleansing candle. It could be made of silver, it can be made of white. But as you notice, it also can be gold. So spiritual cleansing candles are full of sage and cedar. Sage is a cleanser. Cedar is also a cleanser. And it helps to purify your space. These are great candles to use before a cleansing bath to ward off any negative energy and create spiritual positive environment. So you can burn this candle on your altar before performing a ritual. When you hear the word ritual, please don't be scared. Please look up the definition for ritual. Truly. Because, spirituality and belief systems, when it comes to these things and using these different tools, they always get a bad rap. Always get a bad rap. And your ancestors and going down the line have done these things over and over and over and over again. So when you talk about a cleansing bath, when I open up my shop again, you will see. I have different types of cleansing bath, but one of the ones that I do have is a spiritual cleansing bath. We call it a bath because back in the day, they didn't have showers. So they had to use the herbs and stuff together and blend them together with the salt and other items and blend it together as dry ingredients. And then what they did is they used to pour it into a tub. So now in our case, when you do a spiritual bath, what you would do is that you would use the contents and either boil them, you boil them down, and then you strain it so you're just left with the water, right? And then you can pour that water in a vessel and use it in the shower, and you set your intention. You always pour from the top down. So first you cleanse your body with regular soap, and then you use the pouring mixture from the head down to get rid of any negative energy off of you. There's another way. You could take or buy pre-made tea bag holders, where you can pour in some of the mixture into a tea bag and actually do a bath. Instead of having all the ingredients float around, it is now caught in a tea bag. So in my shop, I do offer that as well. So I better hurry up and get my shop back up. So this is always good to burn when you're taking a nice relaxing bath and you want to cleanse your spirit, your soul, your mind. This is a very good complement to that bath. The next candle we're going to talk about, if you notice, the color is green. Green is for luck. Green is for good things, bringing good energy, bringing um, money, growth, success. That's what a color green is usually used for. So in this case, they have a talisman candle, they call it. But in our world, we call it a steady work. So whether what profession you're in, whether you're a driver, a salesman, mechanic, whatever it is, right? You can use this candle to ensure that you have a source of income always. So you can use this while you're looking for a new job, or to boost an interview, or to bring more success to your own business and ensure steady growth. When you see candles like this is considered a 7-day candle. They have some that are smaller, and they'll tell you like they have 5-day, 3-day candles. But usually a candle like this is a 7-day candle. And I already gave you a warning in regards to how I feel about them. Some of them let the candles rock out. I'm not one of those people. I don't let them rock out. I snuff it out. You never, ever, 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 ever blow out your candle. Never blow out your candle. You always snuff them out. So now we're down to our next candle. It's called a double action candle. Again, red on the top, black at the bottom. So this is going into different types of candles that you are considered double action. Double action just means that it has two different things that it does. It's the same thing with the reversal candle. So in this case, this one right here is to reverse. It's a reversal candle, just like it was. But I just wanted to let you know that you can purchase double action candles. So you have red and black. Red is for the action. Black is for protection. Then you have black and white candles that brings positivity to you by sending away evil. So the white is to bring the good piece in. The black is protection. Then you have the black and red candle in this case that can be used to remove boundaries and conflicts. Anything that stands in the way of love. Black and green help with money problems, to attract wealth, and also be protected as well. So there are different types of double action candles. When you go to the usually the botanica or a practitioner that does these things. There's also triple action candles that you might see. These candles combine the power of 3 colors. So if you burn 1 color per day over the next 3 days to focus on each part of your wish. These are useful in a complicated goal. They're usually used for red, white, and green for wealth, luck, and success, and red and white and blue for protection and fixing romantic relationships and legal problems. So you can find those again in your local botanica. There's also the 7 knob candles. Now, I'm sure you have seen this in the store or online. So each knob, it's usually a 7-day candle. And like it says, it's burned over a course of a week. And they're often called for wishing candles because they're great for focusing. So what they did is they took a 7-day candle, took it out of the glass, and they made the design in a mold where it's considered a knob. Each section is a knob. So you will burn whatever you set your intention. Do not forget to consecrate these candles. Remember that other people have touched these candles. You don't want anybody else's energy on there, yada, yada, yada. For those who are going to catch the replay, you'll hear me say that over and over again. So with the knob candles, you are actually concentrating on a specific goal. Okay? And every day you burn 1 knob. Then you go to day 2, the second knob, day 3, the third knob. So when they get down to the section in between, you snuff it out. Never blow it out, snuff it out. If you blow it out, you're blowing your intention away. Make sense? Okay. The next type of candle that we'll be talking about is, oh, did I really get through them all? Okay. So these are some of my candles that I have created. Um, if you craft your own candles, you can make them very customized, for specific situations. If you're struggling with creating your own candle, of course, if you need some help, there are many well-worn spells that can use. Candles are a very good way to center yourself. So, like I said, these are examples of my candles that I have created for different situations. On mine, I usually label what it is. One is for money. One is for bringing in good health. One is blessing your home. I have different several types of candles that I dress on my own. In my candles, like I said, I've already told you I use basically different types of things. Whether it's I want to enhance it with crystals and other things. I'm not going to tell you everything. So it also helps you to deal with different problems that your soul, spirit, and body may be going through. And it helps you to get in touch with your higher self. I always say that candles are a good way of focusing. And another thing that candles are good for that a lot of people don't realize, they're good for meditation. Because sometimes people have a hard time meditating. They have to get into a place, they have to clear their mind as their mind is rushing with all of these different ideas. You can meditate by just watching a flame, right? Because it clears your mind, because it's giving your body something to do, something to focus on. And watching how a candle burns is another way of concentrating and meditating. So with that being said, I just want to reiterate that candles are a perfect tool of creating a mindset conducive to magic and spiritual power. They create a great connection between you and the spirits that you work with. When I say spirits that you work with, people call their ancestors in when they need help. People call the divine in when they need help. People call the Holy Spirit in when they need help. People call their higher selves in when they need help. These are the connections that connect you to spirit using a tool. So they're great to work with because you can customize them in any way that helps you. You know what I mean? It helps you to better achieve clarity and peace. And whether you choose to make them or buy them, candles are an important part of a practitioner's tools. So I want to thank you so much for coming and watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. I will be doing another class next week on, I think I'm going to be doing it on the taboo items, which I think is it's very important that you learn. Because, like I said, it's always good to know and be ready than to try to get ready. You know what I mean? You want to know what people are doing to you or recognize it when you see it. I'm not saying to practice it, but I believe that it's very important for people to know what they may be up against and the consequences if you do practice. So I will be talking about those certain things so you can have knowledge but also stay away. And I'm not going to go into it deep because I don't want to tempt anybody, especially in this atmosphere and the things that we're going through right now. So I want to thank you for coming through um, to the platform. Please, when you look at the replay, if you have any questions, concerns, my information is in my YouTube channel. You can always hit me by email. I'm around. or you can catch me in the YouTube streets, and then we can exchange IG or whatever. You know what I mean? So I want you to have a wonderful Friday night. Please just chill. Don't get involved in all of this stuff right here. You know what I'm saying? Relax yourself. You had a long week at work. The last thing you want to do is get into some bullshit. All right? I love you from a genuine place, and I don't want to see you all caught up. You know what I'm saying? And if you do find yourself being caught up, please pull yourself back, get yourself together, make sure that you're protected when you're going in. And you don't have to prove yourself to anybody. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? You don't have to prove yourself to anybody. You already know who you are. Remember, I told you that you create your own reality. If you want mess in your reality, then you'll bring mess. If you want peace in your reality, then you want peace. You feel what I'm saying to you? So I want you to please be clear on that. I want you to have a wonderful night. I will see you here tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. for the morning inspiration. And also on Saturday, I think at 1 o'clock, we're going to have an open platform so we can just kick it. So it's up to you. If you want to come through and just chop it up, we can just come through and chop it up at 1 o'clock tomorrow, Saturday, Eastern Standard Time. All right? Be well, stay safe, ashe, and deep bow to each and every one of you.
From the front to the back and you in the middle, just remember, everybody's watching. Just give them something to see. Let them see it. Are you watching me? Watch this. Or you want to stop me? You can't stop this. That's the mentality that you must have in yourself. Don't you dare give up now. It's okay. Yeah, it hurt a little bit, but I can feel it. I know what that pain feels like. And I know how to keep marching. And I know how to keep moving. And I know how to get productive in my life. Can't stop what you didn't create. You can hate it, but you can't dominate it. Because it belongs to me. All I know is my music will live forever. I be looking in the mirror like none of these niggas better try me. Nah, these niggas, they better never. All that Ivy is what they gon' need to get better. Feel me? I'm the wrong one if you try and use me. Communicate, cause I'll get gone if you start confusing me. I know my worth, made it out the mud to the dirt. I was told never give up. You see how that work? Look, shorty's always asking what my passion like. I'm a cameraman, but make music about life. I record myself, then shoot my vids in the real time. Usually solo, cause a lot of niggas turn slime. Other artists don't support unless you dick ride. That's why if you ain't gang, then I don't say hi. I don't drink no more, little mama, but I stay high. And I live alone, you bad, you should come by. Hey, this is personal. You can count on me, I count on you. You ride for me, I'ma ride for you. If they get enemy, they mine too. They violate, I'm violating too. And they can take it personal. This is personal. You can count on me, I count on you. You